False memories, an idea coined by Dr. Elizabeth Loftus back in the 70s. She studied the brain's cognitive neurology, but more importantly, how often it fails. Forgetting is one thing, but false memories are made when you confidently and incidentally remember a distorted past, when you trick yourself into believing something which never actually occurred. Your brain fills the gaps between the details it doesn't remember with the most logical response it can think of. You could believe that you ate breakfast this morning because you eat breakfast every morning. You wouldn't even reconsider whether you did or not because you're so used to this pattern. To break this down, 3 processes occur to form a new memory: encoding, consolidation, and retrieval. And they occur primarily in the brain's prefrontal cortex, cerebral cortex, hippocampus, cerebellum, and amygdala. Clearly, with so many pieces and processes happening every second, false memories are not at all an intentional remake of events, but rather errors we make subconsciously whenever one of these pieces fail. Recent studies show that 3 factors, suggestion, familiarity, and emotion, play a critical role in creating false memories. Both suggestion and familiarity are shown by the fundamental Diess-Roediger-McDermott paradigm, an experiment created by 3 men, Diess, Roediger, and McDermott, who experimented with groups. The groups were read aloud a list of words such as tired, drowsy, and bed, and then they were asked if sleep was one of the words said. Even though sleep was not one of the list of words, 55% of the respondents recalled it was. Because such synonyms were being said, the brain rationalized sleep being on the list because it would be familiar. So we've covered how other people can be significant influences to our memories, but what if there is no one around to prompt us with misleading questions or seed misinformation into our heads? Regardless, our memories are still not going to be the most accurate. Take the space top, for example. I broke it, so then it had to be fixed, and I broke it again, and it had to be fixed again. This is much like we do when we remember details every time. Dr. Ganarajan, a surgeon at NHS, explains, each time you recall something, you're creating a copy of the memory which is less accurate than the one before and the one before that, and so on. Each crack in this top has to be filled and repaired over and over, making it slightly and slightly less how it was when it was new over time. But now look at this umbrella, if you even want to call it that. Memories eventually end up like this, so broken and lost, they're not even close to what really happened. Yet false memories aren't as clearly wrong as this. You think it's your vase top, but really, it's just a faulty recreation of it. Ultimately, the brain is a powerful system. Some go as far as to say it's the most complex system in the universe. Yet the more complex a system is, the more prone errors become. Joan Didion once wrote, "Memory fades, memory adjusts, memory conforms to what we think we remember." With modern sciences, that might just be the truth.